Hey,
Hey bro,
you want to do a video?
yeah, why not? So you're leaving tomorrow, eh?
That's it. 1 month, wow, so quick.
Bro, you got a knot in the cable. Oh. Yeah, what's today? Thursday, day before Easter. When was the last time we did a walk around video?
3 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, well, good chance. Last day you're here. And, you know, Cotter used to do a lot of videos for us, but he's so busy these days. He just doesn't have a time, and Jack's here today, leaving tomorrow, so we may as well do it. Yeah, it's hard at the factory doing video because a lot of noise. So, that sound alright? Right, well, I normally start my day here, which is pretty good. You know, got a little block just out of town. So busy, you know, these days. We got 4 companies now, 130 staff. So I normally start here, just smash my emails out, tell about Smoko, talk to our managers, and for me it's just, yeah, you know, it's frightfully busy, I suppose. I don't even have time to talk to all my managers anymore. So starting to get managers to support the managers, you know, because we're really growing, and yeah, you know, I need to stay. I work here in the morning just to sort of where I got some peace and quiet, and I can get what done I need to do. And then head in and look at the factory. So normally I do a bit of a walk around the factory most days. Just walk around, see what's happening, have a chat to people, and you know, solve problems. A lot about what I'm doing is just fixing problems, you know, manufacturing problems, staff problems, you know, growing pains, and a lot of design work and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's good. We'll go have a look around. Bloody rain, Richie. Bloody rain. Put it in the shed if you want to do that. Just got back yesterday from the high country, so Richie's just giving the trucks a little clean up. Thanks, bro. The 76, the roller bearing in the front's gone. Had no forward drive for a couple of days, and what's that's done with the bigger tyres, and we got a new gearbox in it recently, which is a little bit higher geared. With the 35s is higher geared again, so that means that you know, in high range forward drive, it's not geared low enough to even take off on a hill. So I had been in low range for 5 days really, and without the forward drive in the front, it's just put a lot of pressure on the clutch, it looks like. And on the way home, the carrier bearing and the clutch is gone, making a terrible racket. I had to get towed the last 20 k's. So,
Yep.
what do you think that is?
That's happened when you drive, yeah?
Yeah. If I put the foot on the clutch, it stops, see?
Oh.
Yeah, she's out of action for a little bit again. But we'll take the Ram and go and have a look. Yeah, the Ram's been good, eh? Such a good truck. Plenty of room. We're down at Heatherbrae lots. So Heatherbrae's just down the road. Anytime we've got an unload to do, for the containers, all the boys ready at 6 in the morning, Heatherbrae at 7:30, and I've done, I don't know, 60, 70 unloads last 12 months, so a lot of unloads, you know, all 40-foot containers. But anyway, we take a lot of boys down with us. We need, you know, about eight blokes to unload the containers. It's full on physically hard work for an hour. You know, you got to have it done in an hour, and it could be 10, 15, 20 ton, you know. That's a lot of work. Anyway, the Ram's been great. Go in there, I can bring a full pallet back with me, and yeah, it's an awesome truck, beautiful to drive. Yeah, so Gloucester's a beautiful little town. I've been here 22 years now, no, 20 years, and only just a year ago, or you know, Christmas before last, it's now Easter, so what's that, 14 months Bought myself a block of land with a little old house, and you know, we started here 20 years ago, sleeping in a swag in an Oz tent on the concrete floor for over 12 months while I built the first factory, and then I built a little house in the end. So yeah, I've been living, kind of grew up for 20 years in at the actual factory, end of the kitchen shed, which was good there, you know. We built a nice little place on the end of the shed, but as it got busier and busier, you know, it made it very difficult. But you know, I could have been like all the other business people in town and had a nice house out on the hill. I watched them all over 20 years build these beautiful houses out of town on the little estates, and I basically built factories, you know. So I built everything we see here today, we built from scratch, and we built ourselves, you know. Had a lot of help. My dad helped me on a couple of the sheds, building them, you know. We do them ourselves, you know. My brother Tim helped me on one of them, my brother Ben helped me on the other one. On the fourth factory, mate, you know, Nick Nilsson and Ray Jacobs, a lot of the boys, they helped me build it, you know. Our apprentices helped us build it, so we built everything. So besides growing a business, running a business, you know, we've had to build all the factories, and that's been a big job. So instead of, you know, buying myself a nice house, we built factories, you know. And we had 4 acres, started with 2, ended up with 4 acres, and that's what I've done my whole life, working life I suppose, is build these factories, and we've just finished really. So that gave me the opportunity to buy a house and live like normal people, you know. But yeah, this is our home for a long time. There's a lot going on here. Like I said, there's over 100 manufacturing staff here in Gloucester, and since we did the last video, we've grown a fair bit as well. So I think we were building the dispatch factory last time, weren't we, Jake? We were making it, so we'll have a look at that. And I want to show you particularly the fit outs. One question that's come up a lot is with the fit outs is, you know, are we going to do fit outs in the new shops, Coffs Harbour and Wollongong and things like that? And you know, when you see the size of the fit out operation, you'll see why we can't do that. Yeah, so this is our little house where we've lived. This is the factory right here, first gate. This is our backyard. I've done a lot of videos in there with Jake and Kaito, and this is our little house here. We lived 6 metres by 12 metres, 20 years living there. This is our kitchen factory. This is our yard. What we're doing at the moment is loading the truck. You can see a heap of drawers here. They've all been built, finished, wrapped, ready to ship. So we do all our own freight down to Newcastle. So this truck goes 3 times a week, fully loaded down to Newcastle, and the drawers then are dispatched around Australia, all over the place. Kitchens as well. But we're doing about, the production, what we're making here in kitchen drawers is about 20% kitchens, probably 80% drawers. So drawers are really going very strong. Kitchen's going good too, you know. At the start of COVID, our orders dropped right off, and but during COVID they've really picked up again. And Australian manufacturing's had a bit of resurgence, which is great to see, and you know, we're part of that. So right, let's quick look in the shed here. Hey Pete, how we going? All right? All good? Yeah. Hey mate. Geez, you're looking a bit different.
Oh, feeling different, don't worry. It's like, I wish I'd hurry up and grow back.
Yeah, me too, mate.
I'll get there.
Sid shaved his beard off the other day. How long you had your beard for?
20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like that long, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is like, oh, grow it. She's like, I can't handle that.
Yeah, 20 years had his beard, and one of our young boys, Kai, he's come down with cancer, and so the boys sort of shaved the head, shaved the beards, and raised a bit of money for him. So yeah, is he back this week? You know? Or?
I haven't seen him yet. I'm not sure he had to go for treatment a while after we shaved. He said he was heading back up.
For bugger?
Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, what a horse, you know.
Yeah. Oh, we love Kai, don't we? You know.
Grew up with his mum. I know the family forever. It's sort of it's close to home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And busy here? Heaps on?
Yeah. I'm pretty well done.
You doing some draws too?
Yeah, well that's the boys. That's next week's I'll get them together on time.
Cool.
So give them a head start, one to come back with that damage. Had the end busted there, but
okay.
got it done.
Cool. Thank you, bro.
Keep things happening.
Yeah, the old kitchen factory. Spent a long time here. This is my original bench. Haven't worked at my bench for maybe 12 years or so, but done a lot of work in this shed. And yeah, it was just me originally here. Got some good blokes here working for us. And yeah, this old shed hasn't changed much really. We've done a lot of extensions this way and that way, but we can't expand anymore, you know. But no, it's going really good. Young fellas. Hi, Mitch. Knocking them out, mate.
Yeah, getting that. Finally, the dolly.
Yeah, just on a quick video.
Oh,
How long have you been here now?
I think close to 4 years, I think. 4 years and a bit.
You got to finish your apprenticeship? You doing that?
Yeah.
Where are you up to on that? 4 years?
Yeah, third year now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, halfway through third year.
Yeah, going ya.
So getting there.
Going good, mate.
Yeah.
Righto. Keep pumping them out, mate. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of the kitchens we're making, the design of these kitchens hasn't changed for a long time, you know. It's probably 18, 20 years ago we designed these kitchens, and the basic concept hasn't changed. These drawers haven't changed in 20 years, you know, we're still making them, and you know, it's still going great. So, you know, the plywood is very strong, lasts, you know, literally forever, and you know, it's just been a great way of building products. When I first started, everyone said, oh, you know, plywoods are going to be strong enough. Why don't you do them out of steel? But, you know, it stood the test of time, these timber products. You know, the drawers, the kitchens, they just can't kill them, you know. We're doing a lot of, Tim's, I'm not sure where he is today, but Tim's one of my boys, been here a long time. He was with me when we got the Birdsville Cup sign about 10 years ago. Started here as a young fella, and now he's a tradesman. And Tim builds a lot of the cabinets for Beachy for the vans. So we're doing a lot of van fit outs, and the cabinets for the vans are all different, you know. When we're doing just the normal kitchens, they're all the same, you know, DPOR, DPOS, left or right. But the van kitchens, Beachy draws them up. It's quite incredible what he does, what Beachy does, and then also what the boys do to make them, because Beachy will freehand draw this, and then Tim will come down, work out all the dimensions, cut it out, and then build it, you know. Look at this here. So these are the orders Tim's working on. So look at that. So Beachy has freehand drawn that. You know, Beachy's, you know, he's been with me a long time as well, and honestly, he's the most experienced draw fitter out guy in the world. You know, there's nobody comes close to him. We're so lucky to have him, and you know, he just draws this. He'll talk to a customer on the phone, maybe some photos, sketch this out. All dimensions are on here, right? He knows how all the fridges fit and how everything works, and so he can, because getting everything to fit, you can't make this whole thing, spend a week making it, and then it's 20 mils too long, you know, or the fridge doesn't fit or the sink doesn't fit. It's got to be perfect, you know. Draws it all up. Now Gumby, Tim can just take that and he'll cut the whole thing out and make it, you know. So yeah, it's quite amazing what they do, you know. But this will be going into a van, and Yeah. So, you know, we do have a fairly long lead time at the moment. It has blown out with what's happened in the last couple of years, but not much we can do with that. We have lifted production 20% at least, you know. We've got guys working weekends, we've put more benches in, trying to keep up best we can, you know, but there is a lot of staff, we got staff shortages here, you know, a little bit of staff shortages, not a lot, but we always need some more staff, and very hard to get staff these days. It's happening right around the country. Staff shortages, you know, so it's a lot of pressure. Here he is. Hey, bro. Do a quick video. How you going, mate? What are you up to? What's this here?
Oh, just a little rooftop thing for a van.
Oh, yeah. Simple little box, eh? But look at the back of that.
Yeah.
Did you scribe that or what?
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah. That's going to go up into a van somewhere.
Yeah, nice.
The old spray booth's still going good, eh?
Yeah, it's good. Pretty empty at the moment.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So Tim's making these, you know, the big van kitchens, and yeah, doing an awesome job. So good job, bro. Catch you around, eh? Yeah, it's a little kitchen room. This is stock, waiting to go out the door. We just got to basically finish payments and wrap it up, get it sent out the door, or maybe come to pick it up. You know, this is a little wrap room. This is the house next door. It's where we lived on a swag on the floor for over 12 months in an Oz tent there while we were building the factory. And so a lot of memories. You know, I don't come down here much, unfortunately, and you know, I've also got, unfortunately for me, you know, a lot of the staff I don't know anymore. With so many staff, and I'm just so frantic. I'm at Heatherborough a lot, different places. You know, it's sad in a way for me that I don't know all the staff. I used to know everybody, you know, I'm friends with them all, and now I don't even know a lot of some of their names, you know, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it is with so many staff. You know, if I could change one thing, it'd be, you know, be able to know every staff's name, but it's just, you know, it's impossible, unfortunately. Staff come and go. With so many memories down here too. A little sad sometimes coming down here because I used to work here a lot, and it's changed so much over the years. But you know, we're trying to grow. Growing the business gives more opportunity for more people, you know, and if I just built this factory here and then I built a big house on the hill, we wouldn't have all these other factories and we wouldn't have all these other staff. So, you know, there's a lot of sacrifices have to be made in Australia for manufacturing, and there's been a price for the growth for sure, you know, but anyway, let's keep going. All good? This is one of the sheds we built. That's sort of my shed where I've got my stuff, you know, when I used to live here. Upstairs all storage now, but when we first started selling fire pits, we were selling more gear, you know. We started our retail website, and that's when Jake turned up. What was that, 6, 7, 8 years ago?
Yeah.
And we're just a small, we're manufacturing kitchens drawers, but we weren't selling much online. Jake turned up and really gave me a hand to put products online. We started wrapping and packing up here, and I was wrapping all the fire pits on my own initially, then I got someone to help me, but that's where we started our dispatch, was up here. Hey Dave. Matt's not around? Oh yeah, we'll catch up with him. So this is my office for a little while. We moved, this was our original showroom. Well, it was a waiting room for people with the drawers. So when we're making the drawers, they turn up the vehicle and they were waiting in here. So we decided to make this a little showroom. And then we made it a little shop, and it worked pretty good. You know, Mark Garner was here, we were wrapping upstairs, all the stock, you know, all the orders to go out the door. All the online orders were wrapped upstairs, forked down, and the shop was right here. It was working pretty good, but what happened, it got very popular, and we had a lot of people coming from, you know, they'd be driving to Sydney or Brisbane, and they'd call in to look at the Drifta shop, and the word got around, and we had a lot of people coming in here off the street. And we're a factory environment, there's forks going on around the place, and it wasn't the right thing to have a lot of customers come into the factory. It's very difficult to manage. And you know, technically they should be signed in, and you know, with forklifts and kids, you know, it's not good. So we decided to take the shop downtown, and we did that, and that's been really successful. And that was really how we got into the shops. And you know, the shops are growing now. We're doing a new one in Coffs Harbour shortly and another one in Wollongong right now. So started right here. As the business grew and our accounts team, basically Dave and Maddie Green, came down here. Dave's here now too. So this was sort of our accounts headquarters, and you know, you need a bit of peace and quiet with all that. I had my desk there for a while, but again now I'm just on the laptop all over, you know. So, Greenie, how are you, mate?
There's a present for you in there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, that conditioner thing.
Ah, right.
Just like Christmas.
So, zipper pull's all good?
Yes.
Oh yeah, right, I'll have a look later. A lithium air conditioner. Get a lot of samples coming in and picking through them, you know, seeing what works, what doesn't. Righto. This is our old stock bay for plywood. Plywood's become a very difficult product to get hold of these days. When sort of the start of COVID, you know, the supply chains around the world just really collapsed, I suppose, and we used to keep probably 4 to 6 packs of plywood in here. That's all we used to have, and then we'd get supply every 2 weeks from Newcastle, but the supply just shut down. Now, if we didn't have plywood, this whole place would close. You know, if we ran out of plywood today, you know, we'd be finished next week. The whole company would be gone. So plywood's, you know, we're manufacturing, it's all about the raw materials, and we ended up having to buy $250,000. Like, we just went everywhere trying to buy plywood, and we bought about $250,000 worth of plywood, and it's sitting, we had to hire a warehouse, 100 grand a year to store it in. So just the fact of that traditional supply chain breaking down, it's cost us, you know, and not only that, other products, probably $500,000 we had to spend just to ensure that we can keep manufacturing, you know. So a lot of things changing, but yeah, you know, we got a stack of plywood. I think we got 70, 80 packs of plywood, so heaps of supply, and all good. Hey bro.
No, man.
Not much, mate. What you up to?
Heaps.
Bloody yeah. Busy, eh?
Yep.
Another little video with Jake.
Alright.
Jake's coming, he's going tomorrow. Didn't stay long, eh?
Go quick.
Yeah. Go home to his 2 little boys.
Yeah.
How many you got now? 1 or 2?
One.
Working on another.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Well, everything going okay?
Yep.
Got an easy one here. Normally you're doing the big tricky ones. What's this one?
It's for Prado.
Oh yeah.
The accessory instead of the table.
Is that Benji out there?
Yeah, he's standing up.
Ah, alright.
Got him on the floor.
Go have a look at Benji. So, yeah, pumping a lot of drawers out from this factory, these 2 sheds here, and hasn't really changed a lot, although we are doing, you know, CNC cutting. Everything's CNC cut now, which we made that change about 5 years ago when Jake turned up. And let's see what Benji's doing. Hey bro,
Hey bro,
what are you doing?
sanding?
Oh, you are going to sand, eh? We talked about that last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Going alright?
Yeah.
Doing good, is he? Yeah, good mate. How many you sanded?
I just started.
All these ones?
No, no.
Okay. Normally Benji's with us cooking, but he's already on holidays now, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, good on you. Hey, later on you have to give a bit of help and clean all this up, put it in the bin. Can you do that for us?
Yeah, I can.
All this rubbish here, chuck in the bin. Alright? And then you going up to canvas later on, or?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Alright, thank you bro. Good job. Hey mate, how you going? You're back again, are you?
Yeah, back again.
Oh, I thought you left for a little while.
Yeah.
What's going on? Decided to come back or what?
Yeah, finally got like my daughter in daycare and stuff, so
Yeah,
got a
right.
bit of free time now.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah.
Oh, good to have you back, eh?
Yeah, thanks.
Harvey, how are you, mate? Good. Pumping them out?
Yeah, probably.
Got some big drawers?
Yeah.
haven't done too much for a while.
Yeah. Harvey's been here a while. How long have you been here now?
Just going on 5 years in August.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah.
How's the shed running?
Yeah, good.
Missing Eddie or what? We're missing Eddie?
Yes and no.
He doesn't know.
Eddie's pretty good.
Yeah, we miss Eddie. Anyway, he might come back. Oh, mate's come back, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. Righto, thanks, bro. Hey, how are you, Tamika? You an apprentice or you're a tradeswoman?
Tradesman.
Tradesman?
Tradesman.
Tradeswoman or tradesman?
Tradeswoman, I suppose.
Whatever. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Got a good little space here.
Yep. All right. No one to bother me. What you want?
Yeah. Everything's going all right?
Yeah. This is good.
Oh, good. What are you doing for Easter?
Nothing. Stay home. Do nothing.
Yeah, dry out a
What you
bit.
want? Yeah, dry out. That's exactly it.
Get Nick to take you out the bush, get some wood or something. That's what he'll be doing.
It's too boggy. He's
Yeah,
going to
right.
the bush on Friday though.
Yeah. Loves going bush, doesn't he?
Do that.
All right. See ya. Hey, champ. How are you, bro?
How are you?
Where's your bench?
It's kind of.
Are you in there now, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All good?
Yeah, it's all good.
Right, bro. Beautiful little spot here, eh, in Gloucester. Nice day. It's been so wet. But hello, Jamie. What are you up to? You want to say good day? This is my niece, Jamie, from up North Queensland. Queensland girl, eh? Well, you're New South Wales girls now, I suppose, aren't you?
Yeah.
Pretty much. So Kaito's cousin, Jamie, and very lucky to have her here working with Beachy. So what's your job mainly?
I do like inquiries. Fit out.
Yeah. So once Beachy or Stuart have got the order, then Jamie will type it up and contact customer, arrange the fit outs, all that sort of stuff. Pretty busy, isn't it?
Yeah. Find out.
All right, we might come up later on.
See you later.
These are some of Beachy's basic straws, and we've just started with them recently. Again, drawers like these, you know, I don't know at the moment, between 4 and 6 months waiting list, you know. And the other thing is, you can see the boys, you know, if you've got a really complicated set of drawers or something for a van, there's only a few boys can make that. You know, Nick and Tim. We can't give a complicated big set of drawers to anybody, you know. All their skill levels change as they grow, and so if it's a simple set of drawers, we make it a little bit quicker. If it's a more difficult set of drawers, it takes a bit longer. But there is between a 4 to 6 month waiting list, and we're flat out. We've got guys working these Saturdays, we can't do any more. But for a long time in the shops, people have been coming in, they just wanted to be able to buy a set of drawers, and we've never been able to offer that. So what Beachy's been able to do, he's created this basic drawer range. And we've got some stock, as you can see. I mean, all of our drawers, there's no stock of our normal drawers. You're not going to see, all this stuff here is custom made, literally to customers' requirements. But these are a basic stock drawer. Nothing inside it, you know, you've got to fit it yourself, that sort of thing. So we call them the basic, and we have some stock of those. And the main thing is to be able to put in our shop. So if you wanted, you know, you bought a new truck and you wanted to come in and grab a set of drawers real quick, go and camp on the weekend, you can do that. Aussie made. They're made off-site, they're not made by us here, but they're just a very basic range. So we're just starting that, and it's working really good, so yeah. You can see the amount of stock we're going through, cargo barriers. We're making these ourselves, we're getting these made ourselves. Fridges, we don't stock the fridges, but we're stocking a lot of the drawer fridges, as you can see. These are very hard to get at the moment. All that sort of stuff's hard to get, you know. Supply chains around the world are, you know, all sorts of problems. But drawer fridge is going off, and we've got some good stock here. The Evercool ones, the Ingle ones, a lot of drawer slides, a lot of drop slides, and the Bushman uprights going really good as well. So you know, if we've got an order we're building for someone in 3 months' time, we've got to make sure we've got the fridge here now. So it's a lot of money, a lot of stock, but this is our little store. And this used to be the dot shed. Hello, Kim. Hey, bro, how you going? Is that a big set of drawers?
Yeah.
What's that going in?
An LDV, like a big sort of like a transit size one. Yeah, big one.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
When's that going out? Up the top, is it?
Yeah, so they're just doing some 12 volt to it now, and it's got a big rooftop going on top. And
yeah, nice. Oh, that's the big one up there, eh?
Yeah.
So when's the beach you want that?
Be coming up soon, I think. It's getting pretty much a priority one, this one. So
cool.
I'll get onto it now and get it ready to go. Yeah.
Looks good, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
No worries. Yeah, so another little factory. This used to be the dock factory. We changed this to the drawers, and yeah, you know, pumping out what we can. This is our boot lining. Kim has been boot lining for a fair while now for us. So absolute champion, Kim, and the boys get the drawers ready like this, and then Kim just puts the boot liner on perfectly. You know, it's a bit of an art. It's a bit of an art, Kim, isn't it? You reckon? Boot lining. But yeah, it's just a glue gun and a razor blade, and just getting it fitted just right. So. This used to be where we did the leather as well for a long time. Leather work just here, and yeah, so that's moved up the top now. Hey, Creaky.
Hey, mate.
Doing a quick walk around bit. Big Jake's leaving tomorrow, so
Going back,
before we
mate?
get it done before he goes.
Yeah.
Catch up later.
Okay. Love
Yeah.
chat.
But yeah, all going good.
All going
Few
good.
orders coming through.
Plenty of orders coming through. We've got piles and piles of them.
What are you ahead at the moment? Like
Probably pushing into sort of July for fabrication, so we're a
Okay.
few months
April,
lead
May,
time.
June, July. So if you wanted a kitchen at the moment, it'd be July.
Yeah, going to start building new orders in July.
Yeah. And what's the most sort of common sort of kitchen at the moment going
A
like
couple of types, lots of fridge box package deals coming through. People are
for
liking those
what?
for camping trailers.
Yeah. What brand?
Yeah, all sorts of different brands at the moment. Seen a few Scamper campers, a few Marlin camping trailers. And then after that, probably next most popular kitchen would be the DPOS.
Yeah.
Still lots of people liking those.
That hasn't changed much over the years, has it?
No.
You still making those?
Yeah, I can still make one. I remember how. We've got some customers in America at the moment on the go. They want kitchens shipped direct from us to them.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I've got a Drifta 200 up in the dispatch that I bought off a bloke, and it's one I signed years ago, number 150 something.
Oh yeah.
And it's still going, you know, but it's all needs a bit of a touch up.
Want to give it a bit of a facelift?
Yeah, well, I was thinking is coming down, and I'll you know, get on my old bench and do it up, you know.
Yeah, that's
see if
good.
I've still got it.
We've seen a few of those come in the last 12, 18 months. A few people have picked up some really old ones, like you know, numbers in the 40s, 50s, the 100s.
Yeah.
And we've got them in here and you know, sanding them back and giving a bit of life back into them.
Yeah, all those old kitchens, they, you know, they'll last forever. So it's yeah, you've seen people finding them on eBay or something and grabbing them because they're really a bit of history now, aren't they? So
some of them are like 15 years, nearly 20 years old.
Put in your shed and got a bit of Australian manufacturing history.
Yeah, and if we give it a lick of paint and a bit of a tidy up, they'll last for another 15, 20 years.
Yeah. Righto, we've been through your shed and
Said hello to the boys.
yeah,
Nice.
it's all good. Thanks,
Bye.
mate. See you around.
Yeah.
Hey, Julie. Can I get a Easter egg? Or are these like 10 cents each or something?
No,
Free?
20. I'll do your mate's rates. 20 cents each.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Take cash?
Card only.
Yeah, well, Easter, eh?
They're all got to be gone by 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, Easter's over.
Busy week, eh? And then we got Anzac Day coming up too.
The next 3 weeks are short weeks. Yeah.
Always tough short weeks. 2 at Easter, either side, then Anzac Day. April's a horrible month really for us, isn't it? Because from Christmas, you're just starting to get back on your feet from the wages at Christmas, you know, trying to cover 2-3 weeks' wages at Christmas. January's a nightmare because you've had stuff away and you've got a lot of bills to pay from December. So January's always a nightmare. Then you just start to get on your feet in February, March, and then you get hit with Easter.
Yeah.
You got 3 short weeks and staff are away, and so you don't really start hitting our stride till May, you know, in terms of,
Full production from there.
you know, and then from June we got to start putting money aside for Christmas again, don't we? So you're always chasing your tail. No, we've been chasing a tail for a long time. Yeah, still there, still doing it.
Still going.
How long have you been here? 15?
Not quite.
Not quite. 12 years. What did I do without you before then?
Don't know.
Managed, I suppose. All right. When are you going to let me have my bench from my house? When are you going to let me have this? I did make that, so I reckon I could.
Raw materials were supplied.
Yeah, true. Julie's boys gave me this timber. I'd really like to have that at my place, though. You know. One day I might just grab it and I'll replace it with a bit of melamine or something. Bitchy's got himself a little office now, look at that. Yeah, the big problem we have is just trying to be able to concentrate, you know, like me doing my emails out at my place. Just being able to concentrate is hard, so much going on in here, and always suffering from space. Hey Stuart, hey mate.
Luke, how you going?
Doing a little video.
That's the way.
How we going, alright?
Yeah.
Plenty
flat
on?
out as always. Yeah, it's good.
If I wanted to set draws today, what would you say? What time frame?
Be looking around about 25 weeks to start production.
So when's that?
I'll be looking at September.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
To start production in a month.
Yeah,
You say a
and
month?
then a few weeks through the workshop, but we've got some fast track stuff too. So
Yeah.
a few builds.
Yeah.
Try and accommodate best we can.
Yeah. It's always a big juggle, isn't it? You know,
Yeah,
so many different
absolutely.
orders, and you know all the different staff can only make different things,
Yep.
and it's a constant juggle. Manufacturing's like,
Yep.
you know, it's not something you just create and leave. It's constant. It's constant attention, You know,
Yep.
you've got to really work hard
Yeah.
keeping it going. You know, like retail sales, set up a shop, got your products.
Yep.
You know, a couple of staff trained up, and if you want more products, you just order more products. You know, but manufacturing it's a real struggle to keep it going all the time. Raw materials, staff, orders, and because we're doing such customer orders too, it's
Well, that's right. You look through here, and you probably barely come up with 2 identical orders. So that's the level of custom
Yeah.
we're doing now.
I suppose that's what people want, you know, and there's not many people doing it, of course, and so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky to have you, mate. So
It's good to be.
got some good staff these days, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's
Very lucky to get some good staff.
good place to work, good product, and all the rest of it. So
And
good team.
how many of you guys coming over from Taree, Wingham?
Oh,
Half a dozen?
There'd be easily half a dozen to 10, I would have thought.
Yeah. One of the problems we got, you know, I didn't know when I came here in Gloucester 20 years ago that little town, I thought I might have 4 or 5 staff, but you know, with so many, it's hard. We can't get our staff from Gloucester.
Yeah.
And so Stuart and a heap of the boys comes over from Wingham Taree, which we're very grateful for. They drive over every day and commuting now together, which is good. Fuel prices going up. There's always, if it's not one thing, it's another, mate.
No,
Like
that's right.
running out or trying to get plywood and all the different products, and then fuel. That's another thing at the moment, causing a lot of headaches. So
Yeah, we've seen that come through freight pricing too for our drivers too. So it's
have you seen a slowdown in orders because of the fuel going up? Do you think, or?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think there's been a bit of an ebb, just with it, you know, coming up to Easter.
Yeah.
And that's probably out camping rather than sitting on a computer.
Yeah.
So,
I think that you know, if people are going to do a big trip around Australia and they're about to leave in a month's time, they might just do a trip around New South Wales instead. You know, I think some of those massive trips might be just get a bit closer. But the fuel price is going to be temporary anyway. It won't last forever. So
it's on its way down temporarily. So that's good.
yeah.
No,
Anyway, you've got to be always watching out for these things.
that's Exactly.
Righto.
Good.
Thank you, bro. Good to have you.
Good on
mate.
you. Good to see you, Lee.
See ya. All right. Cotter used to work here for a while, but he's floating around like me now, so Cotter's mostly in Heatherbray. Still comes up here a few days a week, but yeah, very lucky to have little Cotter with me. He's 21 soon, and working for me in the business is a blessing, you know. Couldn't wish for more than that, have a young fella work for you. But not only that, we basically become partners in Drifta Stockton. So Drifta Stockton we've created, and we created that together. And that's been a real success story, you know, very quickly. So yeah, pretty amazing. And you know, Cotter of course has grown up with the business, and he's watched me design and manufacture products for 20 years. He's like little Benji's doing now. Benji's 10. Cotter spent all his holidays helping in the factory and doing videos and working in the sheds, and he's grown up with it, so he's got a real eye as well for design. There's not many people can innovate and design. It's one of the problems I think with any industry is people who can think outside the box, who can innovate, design, see trends. It's quite rare, and I've been lucky that, well, Cotter at least he knows what the young fellas want in products, and he's had a real big influence on the Stockton business. So we're very lucky to be able to do that company together. Running a company with your son is pretty amazing, and you know, it's been not an easy road for him either. It's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and that's my biggest concern for him, is seeing him, you know, I'm always trying to make sure he doesn't have too much pressure too quick, you know, because as a young fella that's very hard to deal with. But you know, character building, and you know, so we're going pretty good. Anyway, little Cotter used to work there. He's out and about now. So this is the factory we were building last time. Last time we did this little walk around, 2019. I sort of got room for one more bay here. I would like to build it, but you know, we had a couple of tough years, 18 and 19. We're paying interest only on the loans, and we just we didn't have enough money to build this last bay, you know, and then last 2 years have been crazy. But I would like to build one more bay here, get some of this under cover, but you also need a lot of yard space too, and yard space is critical. We're lucky we've got a bit of that, so, you know, who knows, next time we do a walk around, we might have this other bay here. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Do a quick little video.
Yeah.
Quick little video. How's the machine running, all right?
Yeah, it's good. Hi.
Yeah. What's Jake up to? Is he around, or?
I don't know, I haven't seen him.
I think he's in lights.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing for Easter? Going camping, or
I'm thinking about it, yeah.
take your boy camping?
Yeah, I really want to go camping.
Yeah. Bit of sun will be handy.
Yeah. Hopefully the weather holds out alright, so.
Where are you up to with orders? You're ahead, all right?
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
good.
I've just started the 28th, I'm pretty sure, or the 25th.
Yep. So Beachy does all
So we're
these
up to 25th.
orders upstairs. One of the boys sort of organises the orders into the
Yeah, so he
CNC.
does
Comes
the
down here,
coding, yeah.
and then Jules will basically grab the orders and cut them out, put them on a pallet, and send them down to the boys.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
It all starts here.
All right.
No worries.
Thanks, Jules.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the shed I'm not sure, the last video, that machine must have been down in the other shed, I reckon. We were just building this.
This was fit out. Was Beach's vehicle fit out?
Oh, was it? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So this was the fit outs in here. And originally fit outs were down the bottom there. Then we put the fit outs here, and that was working great. You know, we built this for fit outs. You know, that side was dispatched, this side was fit outs, and it was working great. We had it all decked out, and it was brilliant, you know. But then, you know, it just grew and grew again. So it became too small, not enough room. And, you know, we had cars everywhere. We were doing about 2 to 3 a day then, and now we're doing 4 to 5 every day. So, and that was about the time that we decided to finish up Dot. So that was Dot shed up there, so we finished Dot and moved all the fit outs up there, and that was been, you know, for the business was a great move, great timing, because the drawers are very strong and fit outs are growing, and we, you know, without space you just can't do it. So it was a really good move for the business, and this is now our dispatch. So the dispatch has really grown. You can see Stockton products everywhere. It's great, you know, for me, you know, to see the Stockton products go out the door, you know, because we've had a hand in it. It's our own product, our own brand, a hand in designing it, and yeah, so this is a lot of Stockton gear here, all wrap and pack, picking areas, and this is our new dispatch. So we were, yeah, were we building this? Yeah, I think we were. It must have been. Upstairs, big mez. Let's see, Scotty. May as well. Scotty's got really busy with dispatch, and so we've built him a new office up here. See if he's home. Yeah, so it's our warehouse, small warehouse, but we've also got Heatherbrae just down the road. We've got a big warehouse in Heatherbrae, and it'd be good if you could do a little walk around down there later. But yeah, the all the mattresses for the swags, boxes, a lot of Uniflame, DOD, Stockton, a lot of charcoal, all sorts of things. So there you go, mate. Just sticking a head in, saying g'day. Any problems?
No.
All good? Meg's got it all under control?
Yep.
Got some good offsiders now, haven't you? Did you see the note about the zip pullers?
Yeah, I'm just working on them now.
Yeah, cool. Get them down the shops and all that.
Yeah.
Price is good, so. All right, mate. That's your own. Yeah, this is our all of our brackets. When we get the brackets in, we bag them all up here, and so yeah. Besides the drawers and the kitchens, we make, of course, the canvas, and we make a lot of small things. Hello. So this is our pack and wrap area. All the orders come in here. Girls pick and pack and wrap and get them out the door. So always lots going on. Ridge Monkey is going pretty well. It's selling really well. All of our canvas, we've got a ton of canvas. It's really hard to manage the canvas because with online orders you have to have stock. You've got to be able to, if someone orders it, you need to be able to pick it the next day and ship it out to them. And I think we counted the other day, there's over 900 different lines in our canvas range. So 900 different bags, and trying to keep stock of each of those bags, just the right amount of stock. If you've got too much stock, it's a lot of money sitting on the shelf. You're looking at in here now, there's probably a good $300,000 worth of canvas bags just in here, and we've got another 100,000 sitting up there. There's 400 grand worth of bags sitting on the shelf because we need to have stock, you know. But all that's, you know, money that's got to be supported and paid for, and yeah, you know. How we going, Lena?
Good, thank you. How are
Getting
you?
the orders good? Getting the orders out for Easter?
Yes, we are.
Going to get them all out?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, if they're going to ship today, they won't get there for Easter, I suppose. But
Oh, well, no. That's right.
as long as we're up to date.
Yeah.
Rightio. We'll go and have a look in the Dot shed. So yeah, we fill these boxes, probably about 3 of these a day. And Australia Post comes here now, which is really good. They come here, pick up, we just fork it straight on. In the old days, me and Jake used to drive down to the post office with a panel van or the old troopy, and we used to take the products to the post office. Australia Post takes most of the products. Anything under a metre or less than 20 kilos goes to Australia Post. So yeah, Toddy's working for us in dispatch. All right, have a look in here. So you can see here today, Thursday, day before Easter. That needs drawers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vehicles getting fitted out. So, you can see how busy we are, and you can see how we've been expanding and growing. And some people are saying, yeah, it takes so long to get drawers, but we're doing everything we can, of course. We're full production. We've expanded production. We moved all the fit outs up into here so we can do more fit outs, and it's a big operation, the fit outs. So this is getting a tent fitted, I think. Hello, Jimmy.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, bro.
Hey, Jim.
Hi, how are you?
Chef Jimmy. Jake was doing a video this morning. He said, you got your glasses on, the hair, and he said, you look like a doctor. So maybe it's Dr. Jimmy.
Yeah.
Dr. Jimmy.
Dr. Jimmy.
What are you doing, bro?
This is from Prado.
Yeah?
I try to fit the unit from Prado.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I try to make
A lot of fit outs today.
A lot, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this one too?
6 cars, yep, that one.
Yeah. And
7 cars.
Benji's down there, he's working, he's sanding, you see that?
I asked him to work with Nicky Nick.
Yeah.
I think he's the best.
Yeah.
guy to do,
No, we were just joking last night. I didn't know he'd want to do it, but he's down there working. That's good,
I
eh?
think that's good, yeah.
What's this, Jake? A quick look in leather. See you around, Jimmy. Yeah, it's our leather department. We moved that from down there up to here, so we've got a lot more room. And doing a lot of this sort of thing. Lots of these going out the door. It's a beautiful package, you've seen the way we make those sheaths and the handle protectors. Hasn't changed, and look at that, beautiful gear. How are you, Steve-O? What are you up to, mate? Are you doing these?
Yep.
Are they for stock or for orders, or?
Stock order for Flax Creek.
Oh yeah, cool. So those axes there going to Flax Creek in our stores. Yeah. What about the water bottle holder? We doing many of those? This one here.
I haven't done any yet.
Oh, okay. Did you put them on the website? Give me a look at it. Yeah, this is our water bottle holder. We're selling a lot of water bottles, and this is a leather holder. So, you can just carry around, and it's a bit hard to get your hand around the 2 litre, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. Our belt range, we've had our mate Kai McGlashan working here for a long time, 4 or 5 years now. Kai's got the big dreadlocks and beautiful kid, and unfortunately he's got cancer at the moment, so he's not well. He's doing treatment, and very tough for him, but he's watching all this. We love you, Kai, and we'll hope you're back here soon, mate. So that's the old dot shed, and still a lot going on. Making a lot of, these are the bed bases, so these are for the rooftop tents. A lot of bed bases being made here. Eric's pretty much full time on those. Cutting a lot of brackets for Beachy, making a lot of small products here still, and you need space for all this stuff. So we're still, it's a shame we're not making the dots, but it'd be a whole video in itself. Haven't really told it much, and it's a difficult story to tell. But there's not just one reason. If it was a 5-minute job, I'd say why we stopped making it. But it's a bit of a story of Australian manufacturing, really, is what it is. It's a story of Australian manufacturing, and it's, we don't make cars, and there's reasons for that. So Anyway, we're still doing best we can. This is the last trailer here, so this was sitting unfinished when we finished the business. Sat here for like 6 months and we just got so busy refitting the shed, so we're just trying to get it finished and out the door, which is not far off, looks like. So that's actually 402, the very last trailer. Definitely not going to make them again, and but yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do with this one. We'll see. How are you, bro?
Good, mate, yourself?
Good. These are gull wings, eh?
Gull wings, yeah.
Onto it?
Make sure I'm getting ready to paint them up.
Yeah, this is Eric, our mate, and
How you going?
did a little video, mate. Where'd you come from? You WA or what?
Yeah, from Queensland originally.
Queensland, yeah.
7 years.
Yeah, right. How long you been in here? A couple of years?
A year.
Just a year?
A year last week.
Wow,
Turned
seems...
up in the flood, mate.
Yeah, that's right. Seems longer than that, eh?
Yeah, it does.
Is that when you turned up last year when the floods were on?
Yeah, I turned up the day of the flood. 2:30 on the Friday, so
Yeah, right. And why did you come to Gloucester?
I've been following you for a few years, and my
Yeah.
missus is from the country town, so she wanted to go back to the country.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought I'd send you a message and
Ah, good.
hang around there.
Yeah,
Like
cool.
the country life, so
Yeah, beautiful town, Gloucester, eh?
it's really nice.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
nice.
Very
Couldn't be
fortunate.
happier.
Oh, good, mate. So you're going to spray these, or are you getting them ready?
Yeah, about to etch them, and I'll
Oh, yeah.
start spraying them up after lunch.
Yeah, cool. All right, bro. Hey, mate. Got to sell this. Well, not sure what to do with this. A little panel saw that was in here. And what'd you do to yourself, mate?
Fell off the bike on the way to work Monday.
Ah, shit. On the way to work?
Yeah, I hit a roo,
Ah, right.
so just must have damaged my shoulder, but
Yeah, right.
yeah, still here. So only
Yeah.
got off flight, but
Okay. What
Still-
sort of bike was it?
DR 650.
Yeah, right.
So
Need to come with camo in the van, mate.
hey,
Need to come with camo in the van.
I was, but I was riding so I could get here early
Yeah, right. Yeah.
because I'm coming from Boven, so
From where?
Boven
Where's that?
near Elands.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So just before Elands at the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah, right.
So it's about an hour and a
Yeah, I'll
half.
come at winter time, mate. No, you got to be on the bike, eh?
Yeah.
But,
Oh
oh, good to hear, mate.
yeah.
Yeah. You all good?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Just tear a cuff or something, or?
Oh no, it's just muscle damage in the shoulder.
Yeah, right,
So
yeah.
I got off flight.
Yeah, yeah.
Considering I was going 60 k's coming out of a corner, so
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Oh, good. All right. Thanks, mate. Thanks for
worries.
coming in.
Yep.
Well, you know, we've got the 5, 6 vehicles out here, and we got a couple more in here. 2 big troopies. Yeah, quite a few of these Alucab style fit outs we're doing. Troopies are a popular fit out that we do. The Troopies are like a van, you know, there's so much you can do, so many different options. You know, with the back of a Prado, vertical drawers and horizontal drawers, but in a Troopy or a van, it's almost unlimited, you know. So I think this is a Troopy that come down from Darwin. Yeah, Northern Territory. I saw him the other day. It's been in nearly 10 days. The guy drove down from Darwin, and 2-week fit out, so it'll be ready soon. And yeah. Hey guys. Yeah. You want to get in the video? How are you, Mick? What are you doing to this one? Bit of everything?
Yeah, it's TV mess like we're going to try this.
Yeah. And on is this going in the Troopy or?
Yeah, it's going in this one here.
Yeah, right. So dual compressor, TVMS,
Yeah, other side.
BMS thing.
Inverter, 200 amp hour battery.
Yeah. A lot of 12 volt going on, isn't there? Like it's yeah. An old mate's fell off his bike and still come to work, eh?
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
good on him. He's done well, you know.
yeah, so this will they'll have the TVMS display here.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
240. You know, off his inverter, they'll be on the other side.
Yeah.
He's running his BMS display bottom mirror, mate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Have a look at that. So imagine, you know, Beachy's taking this order from a bloke in Darwin. We've got the drawers made, big 12 volt job.
It's not too bad up there, bottom mirror.
Oh yeah, yeah, cool. when's he coming to pick it up? So you got the little display up in here.
Wednesday next week.
Yeah, right. Cool. Yeah, so this is where we used to fit out the trailers, and it's, you know, of course, perfect place for us to do this sort of work. You know, if it wasn't for dot finishing up, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing here now. So, yeah, but you can see also, well, this is where we do the gull wings. Doing a lot of the gull wings. Right. There's an order there ready to go out or waiting to go out. So we make all these up, as you can see. They get fabricated on the CNC in there, welded up by Alex, sprayed by Eric, and then we'll assemble them in here, you know, and then shipped out the door or get fitted. So, yeah, like I was saying, I got a lot of messages asking, can we fit out in Wollongong, or can we fit out in Coffs Harbour, can we fit out in Brisbane? But it's a full-on factory environment here to do the fit outs, and you know, it's not something we can replicate. Getting skilled tradesmen in Australia at the moment is very difficult. I was talking to a guy the other day, you know, he's just got a mechanic shop, run-of-the-mill mechanic shop. We went for a drive with him in the high country. He wants to sell his business, but he needs a mechanic to take it on, and he can't find, you know, he's what he said was getting a mechanic is like a gold nugget in the bush, you know, because you know, it's what it's like. Tradesmen are hard to come across. So if we wanted to put this operation somewhere else, we've got to replicate everything here, and it's just not possible for us. So anyway, this is what we're doing. We're doing the best we can and doing all we can. So this is our other little factory area where we're doing the fit outs. So trimming, side wings. You know, every vehicle we do has got a wheel arch here, and got to be side wings cut, scribed, that sort of thing. So yeah, there's a lot of that work that's got to go on in here. Quick look what we're doing here with these vehicles. Another troopy. Looks like it'd be one of our gull wings going here. So yeah, we're gonna, I suppose, fit one of our gull wings there. Looks like old mate here's done a bit of his own fit out, and we're just sort of doing a few other things. Camo, how you going, mate? What are you doing on this one?
Just the gull wing.
Just the gull wing, eh? Yeah, cool.
And a window box.
Oh, okay, so window box and gull wing. Yep. What else is going on here? Devo?
More lining in that one.
This one going to go out this afternoon?
Next week.
Yeah. So Steve used to work for us, fitting out the trailers, now working for Camo and Beachy, fitting out the vans. A lot going on, isn't there? A lot of bloody wires and stuff.
A few wires about here and there.
So yeah, got a good crew up here, isn't it? But I was saying, Jack, a lot of people ask us, can we fit out in Brisbane and other places? It's like such a big job fitting out, you know. And just liaising too, you know. It's like Jamie, my niece, does, you know. These people come from all over the country, and when COVID was the lockdowns, you know, people couldn't travel, and we had to try and keep this going. And without the vehicles coming in, oh, there's a lot of work. We got vehicles dropped off in the middle of the night down in our Heatherbray store, and it was crazy times. Trying to keep a business running, you know, is it's just one challenge after the next, you know. But anyway, just to getting more popular, you know, in vans is the sort of the raw timber look. So we're doing a lot more of that now. And yeah, the lining's very popular. You know, the lining on these vans, as you can see, this grey lining. It's great, sort of a lighter grey. And you can see in this van here, the vans are very drummy. We run all the wires, we put the insulation in, we've got a lot of insulation in there, and then the carpeted panels, and just makes it nice and quiet, and the temperatures are important as well. So we do a lot of lining, fitting you know, vents and stuff. Another one here. So this is something we're doing also more of, which is the raw panel lining. Now that customer might want to you know, coat that themselves, a bit of a whitewash or something themselves, but more and more people getting these. We scribe those on the CNC. These are scribed in, these are hand scribed, and side wings, box gets fitted, kitchen, that sort of thing. So I'd say this is a little one of those support vehicles for the wide loads, you know. Could be. Anyway, nearly every vehicle that comes in here we have 12 volt, you know, batteries and pumps and a lot of 12 volts. So yeah, see if Jake's up there. Right, we'll go up canvas, have a look. All right, so canvas. I do. There's a little overflow rim, so when the canvas is made, what doesn't go down to the dispatch or to the stores goes up here. Because the thing is, making any bag, like I said, 900 different lines. If dispatch orders 5 bags, you don't want to just make 5. You want to make, say, 10 or 15, sometimes 20, depending. It's inefficient to make 1 or 2 bags, you know. So we've got to make lots at a time. But then, how do you manage that, you know, without having too many bags, you know? So it's anyway, this is we got sort of pretty good supply. We've increased production a lot recently, and yeah, the new machines have made a big difference. It's so we're a little bit ahead. It was only a year and a half ago we were, I think, 6 weeks to get a bag made. You know, if you ordered just a regular bag, it'd take 6 weeks. We're 6 weeks behind, and now we're probably that in front. So we've really lifted production, expanded this many times. Yeah, he's looking good, Lee. And those tags turned up. What do you reckon? We don't need Drifta as well, eh? Doesn't look right. So Ray's a bloke that used to work for me, and as an apprentice, 2 or 3 years, taught him pretty much everything he knows. And in his 3rd year he left and he created his own company, worked for his dad, and then he went out working and he made his building company, Ray Jacobs, or Jacobs Building, and going gangbusters, good to see. Anyway, he wanted some bags. Looks like this one's for Ray. And yeah, pretty cool. So as a building company in town, he's ordered a heap of our bags. I got the logo made up for him. Is that my new one, Lee? For the Thai cook pot. Jake, don't forget this. Yeah, oh, these ones too. So, yeah, just like that. Yeah. That's fine. What are you making there? A large hexa? A full hexa? Half, yeah, right. So a large half hexa tarp. Do you want a few of those?
We've done a few just lately, yeah.
It's out of this beautiful Australian camo nylon. So yeah, it's good. This is a bag that's just really developed from a shopping bag, but you can see what we've done is added the mesh on the bottom, and a mate of mine wanted a bag for his wife to walk down the beach. He collects rocks and shells, you know, and on the beach, and bag fills up with sand, you know, so he wanted something, bit of mesh on the bottom, but it's come up so nice. Put your phone in there, that's the bigger one. So this is the same size as our standard shopping bag. You're going to add the shoulder strap?
Yeah, you want
Yeah.
shoulder straps on all of them?
Well, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah. So I was just talking to Lee because we took this bag with us on our trip to the high country, and I wanted something just to be able to close the bag. So we've organised to get this little tag on there and an eyelet. So what I'll do, I'll get a bit of leather. I can loop it through there, and if I wanted to close it, I can just tie a little knot and close it. Because, you know, how else would you close a bag? You could have a bit of Velcro, but Velcro's not nice. And anyway, so I think that's going to work well. You reckon that should be sewn up, do you reckon, or?
I can, easily, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Stick up the top.
Yeah, do that, I think.
Right, I'll do them and I'll put your shoulder straps.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, this is my favourite new bag. Alright. How's our ratchet straps going? We getting a few out? Huh? we got.
They're ready to go.
So this is something we're doing now. We're still waiting on a new machine, but stainless steel ratchet straps. So, you know, I was talking to. We got heavy duty ratchets, stainless steel, light duty ratchets, and we've also got the stainless thumb buckles. So yeah, I was talking to a mate we stayed with the other day, Luigi in Sydney, and he's got a boat there with one of these, but the strap is just a foot short to go over his new boat, you know. So what we'll be able to do is you'll be able to order a set of these ratchet straps the exact length you want. You want 5.5 meters, 6.5 meters, 2.5 meters, you can order them whatever you want, and we're going to make them up here. So yeah, that's something new we're going to do soon. You'll be able to have light ratchet, heavy ratchet, thumb ratchet in basically any length you want. A lot of the time we're using this. It's over here. This here. So this is surplus, comes from Sydney. This is what the Australian government used to use in all of the military backpacks that used to be made in Australia and now made in Pakistan or India or elsewhere. But this is military webbing, and we use that for a lot of our fridge straps and all of our ratchet straps. 25mm, very strong, military spec. And we've got a mate in Sydney who has it, and there's pallet loads of it, you know. So got good supply. So yeah, our little textile operation. Lots going on. We've got sewing around here. This is our centre table where once the bags are made, they get folded and shipped down to the crate. So we pack them in the crate, goes down to dispatch. These are all orders ready to sew, so the girls can come and grab one of these, right, take them back to bench and sew it together. There'll be a few custom orders in here, some purchase orders from down dispatch, a couple of custom orders. So, you know, if you wanted a bag, you know, if you wanted this bag here, what's that, a black chainsaw maybe? That's a black large chainsaw bag. If you wanted that a little bit higher or a little bit longer, we can do that, no worries, you know. Designing new bags is very difficult, but you know, if you just want a small change on an existing bag, we can do that very easy. So you know, just have to let us know in the comments or email us. All right, keep looking around. Oh, you're sewing the yeah, so Lee's sewing a bit of cord into the stitching, just give that little bit of depth into the stitching, and then that can be used for a rain tarp to collect water. So yeah, quite a unique little design. Walls getting pumped out. We just changed all this around the other day. This was separate benches here, and the walls on our awning. So the imported 270 freestanding awning that we're getting with Drifta Stockton, they're just selling like gangbusters. But what that's created is an opportunity to make the walls for them, you know. And so we're only offering the walls, Australian-made walls, Australian-made canvas that we make here, and selling a ton of walls. We can't keep up. So Niles and the girls smashed these out. Beautiful canvas. That's a 6-ounce Australian canvas from Wax Converters, and just work really well. So, you know, with walls on awnings, you know, if it's sort of too thin, they blow around, and you sort of want a bit of you know, bit of guts to it. So these thin canvas, which is 6-ounce, works perfect, you know. And yeah, it's created a real opportunity where it's a product where you know, we're not making the awning here, but we're making a lot of walls, and it's working out really well. All right, girls flat out as always. Yeah, love coming up here every day. Just Hey Tony. Good. Are you up to cutting? Cutting and more cutting?
Fragments, bits and pieces out of that.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Doing a little video showing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Using this little machine here.
Yeah. And this one as well?
Well, I was cutting the carpet before, but it got a bit hot, so
Yeah, right.
I let
Yeah.
it cool in.
Yeah.
Let it cool down.
These are good, aren't they?
Yeah, the best is a bit needed.
Yeah, right. We need probably need to get some more of these, you know?
Yeah, actually, yeah. It's sharp. We just changed the end piece, so that's sharp enough.
Yeah, right.
So it's doing all right.
Yeah, we've got this new machine we'll show you, and it's been great. So we're cutting all that canvas here in house, but it doesn't like cutting the marine carpet. So it's yeah, you know, doing it by hand at the moment. But the good thing is we're cutting scrap too, you know, using that up. So yeah, cool. Righto, we'll keep looking around. Thank you, mate. Oh, look at this, mattress covers. Finally. Been wanting to see these come through. Beautiful Moleskine mattress covers. So they're cut, prepared. Yeah, is that what you're doing, Judith?
Yeah, that's all the Moleskine we've got at the moment. So
Yeah.
I'll wait now till we
Yeah.
get some more.
That's just a cotton. But we're getting more Moleskine coming, so
I'll be able to get some more done then.
yeah. So this used to be the end of the canvas factory here, although even this wasn't here before, but this was a storeroom for Dot originally. Anyway, so we did a lot of cutting here, and then we expanded out through here, put a big mezzanine in. Young Steve, the Stevenator, he works here putting a lot of the leather on the bags. So mostly he's up here, but with Kai, young Kai away at the moment, Steve's sort of filling in those gaps. And yeah, so then we made this area and we still didn't have enough room, so we've gone out here again. Jake! Hey bro, how you going?
Good.
We're going to have a look up here in a minute.
Yeah, I was just up there.
You come back up?
Yeah.
Righto, come up and we'll have a look. So another big clicking press here we've got. Look at this old machine. I bought this from a company called, well, Bell Canvas. Some of you might know Bell Canvas. They're down in Sydney, Minchinbury. They used to build a big company with 60, 70 sewing machines, sewing horse rugs in Australia for a long time, and then all that went overseas. They did camper trailers for a while, or for about 10 years, flat out making camper trailers, and that went overseas. And I was there the other day and I saw this machine under a whole heap of junk and out the back, and I asked him could I get it. So cleaned it up and it works brilliant. So the old click press, all of our jigs. Mostly we use this for cutting scrap canvas. So you can see we've got a lot of scrap canvas on the shelves, and if we wanted to cut that, we can't put it on the big machine. We'll throw it on here and we can cut up to 6 or 8 layers at a time with the jigs. So yeah, I love these old machines. You right with those? Oh, okay, good. So this is the new machine, the new mezzanine. We just put in just before Christmas, but it's been a godsend for us. We used to get all our canvas cut in Newcastle, and look at this. Hello.
How are you?
So good timing. What are you cutting?
Awning walls.
Oh, okay.
270 awning walls.
Yeah, right. So they're cutting the 270 awning walls. You can see the diagonal shape there. Look at that, Jake. It's hard to see, but that's cut there, see? Then this bit of offcut, you know, that'll go on the shelf. Hard to do much with that, but with the click press over there, we can get all our offcuts and then reuse them as well. So you can see all of our canvas. Every roll of canvas you see in the factory is all Australian-made Waxcon, WCT wax converters textiles, and yeah, it's all we use. Know the company really well. We're very lucky. I ring James and annoy him every week or so, and about different types of canvas and supply, and also just chat about business. So we're very fortunate to get to know them well, and they've been a great support for us. But yeah, so this is all new up here. Just put this down last year, but we're able to cut. Like if we'll use these walls probably today or tomorrow. So before we'd have to get them cut off site, we'd be cutting about a month's supply. But now we can cut just a few days supply. So whatever we're cutting now, we're going to use tomorrow. And it means that we're not having we can shrink the amount of inventory we've been using dramatically. So yeah. A lot of the staff you see, you know, especially in canvas, they're not from the textile industry. They come here and you know, they just learn. So it's not like everyone is experienced people in the textile industry. Nobody really is, but we just learn as we go. What did you used to do, Robin, before you come here?
I worked at a marina.
Ah, that's right, marina. My dream job. So machine's going all right?
Yeah.
No problems?
Very good.
Yeah, good. Righto. So we've got a little bit more to do yet to sort this area out. But want to make some big shelves across there. We can't go any more there because of the spray booth. But you can see here, the right sides, side wall. These are all awning walls cut ready to go. So not only are we producing a lot of walls, we're using a lot of canvas. I love these walls because we're using a lot of Australian made canvas, and for me it's something I am really passionate about. So yeah, good to see the Stockton 270 awnings create a big opportunity for us to go through a lot of canvas, and you know, really using the resources we have, and you know, a really good product as well, you know. So how you going, mate?
Hey, bro. Good. How are you?
Good, good.
Yeah. Another day.
So
So
pumping these out?
yeah, I tried to cut them down the 9-foot ones, but we can't. It's just not enough room.
Yeah, right.
Spigot and the rest
You can't cut a bit down that end?
No, well, you probably could cut
Let's try cutting a bit down that end as well.
the whole lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I took it off both ends to see.
Yeah, just try cut off that end. See how that goes.
Yep.
These are verticals.
Yeah.
Getting some of them out?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And a lot of work in them, isn't there?
There is, man. Yeah. Especially these ones. These ones are really hard to do. Hey.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We need to make up like a jig or something.
Oh, they're the spreader bars.
The caravan ones. Yeah.
So the little Drifta power poles, making a lot of these lights, 10-pole lights, spreader bar lights, curved awning spreader bar lights. Yeah. And so it's a fair process to build. We've got to get the cable in there, you know, just to get these made as well. Made and painted and rebaited. So Jake's put this sticker in there. Was that yesterday, you reckon?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So that's got to go off 24 hours, just the right amount, and then Jake can insert these lights in, and you know, fair job. So, but they're selling really well. These are King curve spreaders.
Yep, they are. Yep.
All right, all these holes and everything. Are these ones? You having to drill these, are you?
Yeah.
Why is that? We run
Only
out
that
of them.
hole and that hole down that end are pre-drilled. We've still got to drill the stopper rivet and the rivet for the cord as well.
Ah, okay.
But sometimes I wouldn't get him to do it because the caravan clip on this one, the cord actually comes out the bottom of the pole
Yeah.
with the clip, so we don't need the hole in the side anyway.
Yeah, right.
It's only for the Kings.
Well, if you need, we're about to order more of these. So if you need any extra holes, make sure you let Matt know.
Yeah. Okay.
Just give Matt a sample.
Yep.
And then we'll get Kaito to cat it up and send to them. But yeah, even if it's just one extra hole, it's worth doing, you know.
Yeah, well, there are stopper rivets in all of them, so.
Yeah, well, that'd be good.
Yeah.
It saves you measuring it and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
And heading off to the ridge this afternoon.
I am, man. Yeah, yep.
Cool.
Yep.
What time?
Either this afternoon or I'll go early tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how I go.
Yeah, righto. Well, if you want to get away early, let us know. You just go, you know.
Cool. Thank you, man. Yeah, cheers.
Hope you don't have any problems with the
Yeah,
old cruiser.
shouldn't
Bloody
do.
my truck's out of action. I won't be coming to pick you up in mine.
Yeah, I know.
The carrier bearing and the clutch is gone.
Is that what it is? Right. Wow.
Yeah. I put it on Instagram. Someone said
Shit.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Shit.
So it's going nowhere.
That's a fairly big job too, yeah.
Yeah, pull the gearbox out.
Brand new gearbox too.
So how long ago was it I met you in the ridge?
A year in all. Oh, no, it nearly.
Not quite a year.
I started here in August last year.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
At the start of August, so
Yeah.
about a month before that.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
Big change for both of us, mate, wasn't it?
Yeah, big, massive change. Yeah, life
So,
change.
yeah. You know, Jake's from London Ridge heading back there for Easter, which would be good. Say good to your mum, eh? Give her a hug from me.
For sure, yeah. Yeah.
And
thank you,
everyone?
bro. Yeah. Thank you.
Righto. How long's that, Jake? How long's that?
Hour?
Wow.
Is that enough or you want more?
Let's go to the store.
The what?
Let's go to the store.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Sick, bro.
All right.
What are you up to over Easter? What are you
Oh, we're just hanging around. My sister's coming up.
Oh, yeah, you said that, yeah.
We're going out to Candace's
Cool. Sick.
tomorrow.
Yeah, cool.
And
Yeah.
it's got a few people coming around, so just trying to stay out of the. Well, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, the weather.
Oh, imagine if it was going to be wet. If it was going to be wet over Easter, it'd be just horrible, eh? But it's going to be fine the whole week, I think.
That's unbelievable. Yeah,
So-
same as at home too, actually. 30 degrees.
Yeah,
20 overnight.
It'd be lovely out there, eh?
Yeah, it's going to be good.
You need anything before you go, or you're good?
Pretty good, man. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You want to, you know the new mesh bag that I've been making with a mesh on the bottom?
No.
There's a couple of new ones there. Why don't you take and give it to your mum?
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
We'll come and we'll grab it.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Toddy. Hey, bro. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, nice. Look at that. It's our mate Richie. And the boys have added that to his belt. So if you ordered a belt and you wanted something stamped on the back, we can do that. Yeah, Jake wants to head down to the shop for a quick look. So we'll do that. Yeah, it looks like stores are the go at the moment, and there's a couple of opportunities came up recently where I met a couple of really good blokes, Mick down in Illawarra and Jesse in Coffs Harbour. Really good people, solid guys, and looking for work. So I said, well, let's open some shops in those two towns, and yeah, pretty keen to get going. So we went down, me and Jake, good timing, Jake was over here, and we went down to Wollongong, found a place, and we took it straight away. We're getting the keys next week. Then we went up to Coffs Harbour, had another look at a place up there. It's inside the Coffs Central Shopping Centre, so a little bit different for us, but yeah, no, we've got a great range of products. What Stockton's allowed us to do is expand into shops with, you know, as you've seen with Beachy's Drawers, you know, 25-week waiting list. You can't have stock in stores, you know. To have a store, you need stock. You've got to have stock on the shelves. People got to be able to buy it, of course, and take it with them. That doesn't work with kitchen and drawers, and it doesn't work very well with Australian-made canvas, because we're supplying you know, our own website. A lot of orders going out the door every day, hundreds of orders going out with bags, just keeping up. But we are supplying our stores, but it's not easy, because in Australian manufacturing you have fixed or limited capacity, you know, and I think I could do a really good video later on, or a good talk about manufacturing, you know, globally. I know a lot about Australian manufacturing, and I've learned a lot about overseas manufacturing lately, and the comparisons between, and you know, I've been doing it a long time, so
It's a good topic for a podcast.
yeah, might do that one day. I've learned a lot, been surprised by a lot of things, opened my eyes to a lot of things. And I think, in the manufacturing world, simply a lot of people don't understand. We had pressures on the dot trailers for a long time. I had an email this morning, the guy wanted the dot bike trailer. Like, I'm sorry mate, we haven't made them for 3 years. But there's an old video somewhere, me and Kaito, and but for example, the bike trailer, we'd say to guys, yeah, no worries, bike trailer's awesome, $25,000. They're like, oh, are you kidding me? They'll get angry sometimes, like, oh, I can buy a trailer down the road for $5,000, you're ripping me off, like, mate, I sold you for 25. We're not even making a margin on that, we're not making profit, we're going backwards. So a lot of people don't understand what goes into production in Australia. Hopefully this video will show you a little bit more. The overheads on business in Australia are enormous, Mate, I've thought about giving up many times, and just recently, for example, electricity, for your house, for sure, it's doubled and gone up, and everyone's feeling the pinch on that. We're a heavy user of electricity, You can go home and turn your lights off a little bit and save electricity. We can't. We're using big machines all the time. That takes a lot straight out of our cash flow. Insurance is a big thing too. Recently, I used to pay, 15, 20 grand a year insurance for all the factories and buildings. The other day, or 2 years ago, they said there's only one company who will insure my buildings, right? And they were going to charge 80 grand. So it just went from like 20 to 80 grand. So 60 grand in our cash flow just gone out the door. And things like that, you just feel like giving up. Like, what's the point, And but they're the hidden costs. The hidden costs in Australia of being in business are frightening and wrong, because it shouldn't be so difficult. It literally breaks you in half, and it shouldn't be so difficult. And we're paying, said a few times, here's our little store, great little shop, and look at Gloucester. I mean, it's thriving at the moment. Good to see people walking around with their mask on. Beautiful little town. There's only one roundabout, and the best way for parking, left of the roundabout, left again. Great coffee in here. Funny little shop here, does good coffee, and you can park right around the back. Yeah, we pay about $250,000 a year just in payroll tax. So not PAYG, not company tax, not GST, just payroll tax. $250,000 a year. Imagine how many canvas bags we've got to produce, pay the wages on those bags, pay the material on the bag, and then the margin from the bag goes to $250,000 in payroll tax. It's there's nothing left at the end of the day. But Stockton's different, and Stockton's enabled us to have some margin where we can get into some stores. So we've got 4 stores now: Gloucester, Heatherbrae, Gosford and Slacks Creek, and going gangbusters, just smashing targets every week. More and more people coming in. We got a better product line all the time, more products, and dealers. And what? Dealers. And dealers. We got there's 22 locations around Australia right now. You can go and buy a Drifta Stockton product. 6 of those are our own locations, and the rest are dealers. So there's dealers all around the place. Perth is a great dealer. We've got Townsville come on board, Richie and Mackay, Beenleigh, Gold Coast, not Beenleigh. Where was our first shop? No, the first shop up just north of Brizzy. Just picked up some guy in Lightning Ridge, Longreach, Townsville, everywhere, all around Australia. So get on their website and you can see the list of our dealers. And anyway, this is our favourite little store in Gloucester. I like to come down here every couple of days, get a coffee, say good day to Mark and Paul and have a look around. Pretty cool to have your own shop in the main street. We've been in Gloucester a long time, we're employing a lot of staff, and have our own shop. I love coming down on Saturday morning, have a coffee, and just saying good day. Alright, quick look. So plenty of parking out the back here always, good place to come if you can't get out the front. But this is our little Gloucester store. How are you, mate? Did you get my message?
Yeah.
About a coffee?
Oh, no.
Thought you'd have one ready for me.
Not that one.
Nah, I forgot to message you. I thought you would have just known.
I wouldn't know the boss was coming. Yeah, sure.
So what's happening? Been busy or?
Have been, but you know, I think you scared them off. When you
Yeah, every time I come in here, it's like empty. But you've been really busy.
Yeah.
How's custom canvas going, Paul?
Yeah, good. Good. Yeah, still plenty coming through. Keeps me busy.
Yeah, so you're doing a lot of custom canvas for you, aren't you?
Yeah, doing lots. Yeah, lots. Yeah,
So a lot of people email me about a custom bag, and if it's something that I would take on, I would give it to you.
Yes.
If it's something that we just can't do, like there's a few things, you know, someone asked today for a replacement cover for a Darchi rooftop tent. Like, no, we're not doing that, you know. But things that we can do, I'll send to Paul, and used to be Mark. We've trained Paul up, so basically you work through with you what bag you want made, and it sounds really simple to make a bag, but there's a lot in it, you know, the type of material, the type of zips, the type of canvas, how the zip is over the top, around the corner, what sort of handles, how long the handles. There's a lot in the bag, you know. So a simple, a simple bag there's about a dozen features really to what you got to work through to get it right. Because we can't make a custom bag, goes to you and you say, oh, it's not what I wanted, you know. Then what, you know? So yeah, but it's going good.
Yeah, it's going good. Yeah, getting good feedback. People are happy with the bags, seem to fit well, and yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah, I saw one this morning. Somebody had some just generic little camp tables and wanted a bag for that, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, we can do that sort of thing. And yeah, shop's looking good, eh?
Yeah, getting organised for Easter. It's going to be full on the next few days. The camp is coming.
You didn't want me to work a rest, did you?
No, you're booked in, mate. You've got to
Really?
check the rosters, mate. You're on.
I don't think so. You know, I come down 10 minutes to have a coffee and then I got to go. So
Yeah.
we'll come and have a look.
That's right. So now we're gearing up. We've got a lot of specials we're just going to put on for the day. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, just geared all that stock up.
Clay coming in?
Yeah, he's coming Saturday.
Yeah,
Sunday.
cool. Oh, I've got something for you. Paul, in the car, in the back seat of the car.
Yep.
There's zipper pulls.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Great.
Quick walk around while not too many people here. Got our drawers down here. You know, if you want to come and have a look at drawers that Beachy makes. We've also got the basic drawers in stock. You can grab them and go. These are awesome, these Australian-made drums. Water drums, canoe drums, food grade plastic, made in Melbourne. Jerry cans, but these are great. Storing rice, storing food, whatever. Got a lot of these in stock. Charcoal, brilliant products. South Queensland charcoal, we've got a lot of that, these big bags. And you know, you got a bag of charcoal, you do all your cooking really easy. Awnings on display. A little shower tent. Our swags are on display here. Stock and swags are going great. Rooftop tents going good as always. Geez, changed it around a bit, Mark.
Yes, yeah.
What are you doing with that?
About a bit.
What are you doing with that?
We're going to put our specials on it just for
Okay.
Easter.
So it's our little fire pit display. We put some photos up just last night, JK, of our cooking in the high country, and a lot of people are loving the photos. You know, I said, you know, yeah, cooking, camping is all about the food, you know, and with this setup you can do that, you know. But we've got a lot of stock. It's only a small store, got a lot of stock in here. All of our Stockton gear, all of our Drifta gear we make. Good range of recovery gear, our fridges. Tool bags flying out the door. It's a great little product. Kaito sorted out. Lots of little accessories, pegs, poles, 12 volt gear. We've got a big range, you know. And the thing is too, if you can walk into any BCF store in the country, or you can go to other stores, and a lot of the same stuff, Anaconda, BCF, it's all the same stuff, you know. You'll find in this store here, you know, which is our local store, stuff you won't see anywhere else, you know. And generally our stores, stuff that we make ourselves, no one else sells. You know, we've got a lot of unique gear, and that's something you don't really see very often. Just going here or out the front?
No, out the front, mate.
Oh yeah.
Whatever room in here.
Yeah, so big range, lots of little knickknacks, lights and torches. Uniflame's still been great. It's hard to get products out of Japan at the moment. But big range of Uniflame gear, beautifully made in Japan. So the Ratchet Straps. Again, we're going to be moving to stainless as an option for these very soon. Stoves. zebra, plenty of zebra. Big range of ridge monkey. I think this is pretty much the only shop. Our shop's the only ones in Australia that got the ridge monkey range. All of our fire pits at the front, and a big area of all the campers. So if you want to come and look at bags, this is the place, you know. Bags for everything. You can park out the front or out the back and come in and try out the different bags, see what you want to do. So yeah, everything's down here. These coats are beautiful. We're still doing these. Beautiful Australian made coat, made in Brisbane with the original wax inverters material, and these are lined. Got our Drifta logo on them. So beautiful coats. All of our axes, and you see these got a good stock of these down here.
Yeah,
He's always selling well, Mark.
Oh,
look at that. You're hoarding, mate.
Yes.
That's what you call hoarding.
Pre-preparation. So yeah, they're going really well. That was silky. Yeah.
Yeah. So unique stuff, you know. These PVC buckets are going really well. It's something you can't buy. Very difficult to buy elsewhere. Heaps of gear. So, righto. What do you think, Jake? Is that going to do it? See what the town's doing. Beautiful little town, Gloucester. You know, I fell in love with this town when I come past here, you know, 20 years ago, and you know, nothing's changed. Beautiful town, good people, and you know, small enough for me, which is, you know, I don't like traffic lights and stuff, but yeah, these are going really good too. These are flying out the door, the seat organisers. Got to look after all those. So yeah, loving those. Still got good stocks, but they're selling very quick. So and the little bin bags, these are awesome. So good range, lots of stuff going on. Yeah, I reckon that's about it, Jake.
Alright.
Anything else? Nothing else you can think of?
Oh, yeah. Would be good if we could do that in Hanbury as well.
Yeah.
Not a day.
Yeah, with 2 new stores coming. Wollongong, look out for that in about 2-3 weeks' time. Coffs Harbour, look out for that. In about 3 to 4 weeks' time, we're going to be opening those stores. They'll be very similar to what you see here. Big thing for us now is being able to get this product out to people where you can come and have a look, touch and feel, and you know, that's the next phase of our growth, I suppose. Manufacturing, we can't grow any more than what we've done because you've seen what we're doing there and that, but our shops we can expand, and we're going to start doing that now. All right, thank you guys.